Hello everybody and welcome back to more of the Smuggler series, and we are just continuing right where we left off as usual. Now I figured now would be a good time to talk about kind of my character's moral choices and stuff. I did mention it previously, but it wasn't enough. You know, it's one of those things that if you didn't watch the I guess the previous Smuggler episodes, you know, previous to Chapter 4, which many of you didn't, then you don't really understand my character as a character. Like, he's a fully light-sided character, that's how I've played him, you know, gameplay-wise, but story-wise, there's something there. He may be a smuggler, right? He's a criminal. Think of it that way. He is a criminal. He's gonna do some bad things. He's gonna steal. He's gonna smuggle. He's going to probably end up killing quite a few people and just stuff like that, you know. But there's another side to that isn't really seen unless you're doing, you know, some of the story quests. If you're doing just like one of these quests where I'm just like murdering people because they're in my way, it doesn't really fit story-wise. But that's okay because it doesn't have to. As far as the actual story goes, but my character is kind of selfless in a lot of ways. He doesn't necessarily want what's best for him. I mean, he wants stuff for him, as every character probably would, but the problem with it is he's more concerned about the people he cares about, right? So Risha, for example, or even Gus, as crazy as Gus is, and we hate Gus so much, but you know, we don't really hate him, we just kind of screw with him. But the thing is, like, my character is more concerned with their well-being than he is his. He may be out smuggling money or goods to get money or anything like that, to build up his wealth, but at the end of the day, it's not for his well-being, it's for his crew's. And I think he has a fear at this point that he's going to have another situation where he's going to have 2 more kids, because you got to think, it's past, or it's previous to Chapter 1 that he had the 2 daughters, the Jedi and the Sith, which are twins, and he knows about them, but he doesn't want to ever have that situation happen again where he can't take care of them, or he doesn't want to take care of them. And that was his little changing moment in his life. That's kind of where he went from being just a criminal to kind of a criminal, but an understanding criminal, which kind of it sounds weird, but I think it makes sense when you see all the choices he makes. He's a very deep character, and there's a lot to be seen there still.
Shalem, come in. The Regulator's weapon caches are all destroyed.
Outstanding. I hope you're ready for more. We've detected an army of war droids massing for an attack. If those war droids make it across that bridge, they'll slaughter everyone in their path, including us.
If the Hutts can set up a light bridge, we can take it down.
I had something slightly more destructive in mind. The war droids are holding position for now, but you could lure them out by transmitting false orders from the mercenary army's comm towers. Once the droids are halfway across the light bridge, you could deactivate it. Drop the whole army into the depths.
Those droids will spend the rest of this fight 7 kilometers down.
At the rate the planet's collapsing, they won't have time to rust. Slice into the mercenary comm towers, transmit the false marching orders, and deactivate the light bridge at the perfect moment. Good luck.
Okay, cool. So we get to do what we saw in the trailer for Rise of the Hutt Cartel. Everybody saw this part where, like, the droids are walking out of the bridge, and then the bridge starts collapsing, or collapsing in on itself, like closing, and then the droids fall off. And that's just what happened. So it'll be interesting to kind of see the context and how this all fits together. But I'm excited for it, mostly because we get to destroy some of these droids, which could possibly go out and cause a muck amongst all the people of Makeb. So I'm kind of happy that we're able to do this, because then it starts kind of moving the story along, to the fact that we still don't know what the heck Isotope 5 is. I mean, we have an idea of that it's mined from Makeb, but we still don't have an idea what it actually does. So we'll start learning this here soon. Shh.
The war droid army is gone for good. The regulators will think twice before setting foot on that light bridge.
I know the cost per unit of those war droids. Between them and the weapons you destroyed, the regulators are over 300 million credits in the red.
If all they care about is money, there has to be a credit figure where retreat becomes the better option.
Our foes appear determined to throw good money after bad. We finally tracked down the main mercenary base. A floating battle platform called the Storm Carrier. Vice Commandant Grevin, the mercenary leader, is gathering troops there. We can't let Grevin's forces reach the Ark. The only way to stop the Storm Carrier is by overloading its power reactors to meltdown.
Should we eliminate Vice Commandant Grevin, or is he worth more as a prisoner?
Grevin knows the Hutts won't tolerate failure. I doubt he'll let himself be captured. Sending you the Storm Carrier's coordinates. Our scouts report there's a regulator shuttle near your position. You can fly it directly to the enemy and take them completely by surprise. Everything's riding on this. May fortune smile on us all.
Okay, cool. So we managed to get all those droids dead, which is very good, because they were dangerous. And we also get to move on and go to a Hutt barge and hopefully take out a Hutt. And set them back even further, because, let's be honest, we've been doing well so far, but we're still a little behind. I mean, the Hutts are still having quite a bit of power on the planet. We still don't know about the Empire, but, you know, as gamers, we know they're there because we know the story there. And we also have no idea what Isotope 5 is, so that's something we still need to learn. However, now that we're on this barge, we could start progressing some of that stuff. So a lot of this story has been exposition with trying to get the story of Makeb, you know, put into context. And I would say that's like the first half of this, or maybe a first quarter. But from here on, it starts to escalate a bit, which I like, because it fits my character quite a bit. Even on the bridge there, when I was doing that, you saw like the animation for my character trying to pull the bridge back and it wasn't working, and then, you know, it's the way he acts in those little cinematic things that really show who he is, which is really cool. I wasn't expecting that. Usually they're pretty bland, those little animation things during the cutscenes. However, his was perfect, and I was really excited to see his. I don't think if I did another Republic character that it would totally fit. It wouldn't at all. I mean, the Smugglers is easily the best fitting one for those.
Warning. Warning. Reactors 2, 5, and 8. Approaching critical mass. Carrier cooling system has been disabled.
I knew you were ruthless, but you'd destroy this carrier. Kill everyone aboard just to make a point. If I didn't have to shoot you, I'd give you a job.
You're the one who sent those regulators to kill Lemda, aren't you? I remember you from our holo chats.
I've been looking forward to this. Once you're dead, the cartel's paying us more than we'd earn in a lifetime from this planet's idiot government. Makeb can burn for all we care. So can your Republic. Isotope 5 will change everything. Once they're done mining Makeb, the Hutts will own this galaxy.
The cartel is destroying Makeb to mine Isotope 5. What makes that substance worth all this?
No point telling you. Won't do any good. You've cost me a fortune today, but I can still recover my expenses. Time to settle your debt.
And again, not telling me what the heck Isotope 5 is, rather. It's one of those things where it keeps dragging on, and you keep asking questions like, what is it? What is it doing? What are you going to do with it? You know, I know that it's going to be very powerful in the Hutt's hands, and obviously the Empire is going to be wanting it. Then we'll see that very soon. So what is it? Why don't you tell us? We need to know. It's you know, the whole thing with the Ark. We're going to learn more about the isotope through the Ark, and it's really frustrating. However, at least we get to have revenge on this guy for going after the damsel in distress earlier in the story here on Makeb, which is always nice. But now it is actually time to blow things up.
Warning. Total reactor network meltdown in progress. Abandon ship. Repeat. Abandon ship.
Kleluga, Jespotuka, Kliskataka, Yaoska.
That was awesome. I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't show the animation of like me jumping from the barge like onto the shuttle there and like grabbing onto it or like landing right on the ramp John McClane style. I think that would have been way cooler. Maybe that's what they had in mind. It just didn't necessarily work out that way, which is unfortunate, but it would have been awesome.
People of Makeb, your heroes return.
Watch out. Uncle Shalem's running for president of whatever planet we all move to.
Makeb's most mysterious ally is now our savior. Thank you, Captain, for driving back the regulators and securing the Ark.
Your planet's collapsing beneath you, and the Hutt Cartel remains in power. We've given you hope, but we're a long way from being safe.
Are you trying to cause a panic? Just a cautionary reminder, given out of love and concern. 3 cheers for our heroes! I meant what I said. All of it. The Ark is safe, and we'll soon have it ready to fly. We've earned a moment to celebrate. Especially you.
Maybe Lambda can show me the sights. This might be our only chance to relax.
I'll relax when I'm not standing on a planet that's falling apart. But I appreciate the offer.
We finally have mighty Taboro the Hutt's attention. Calling to congratulate us, old friend?
If we give you back that ship, Taboro, we all die when Makeb's core explodes. We're keeping it. Let us know if you need a lift. Thanks for telling us where to fuel up the Ark. We'll be right over.
I recognize where that droid was attacking. Tarlum. It's a small city without defenses. I'll summon a shuttle to take you there. Please, save my people.
If I've learned anything lately, it's the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Taboro's new toy is going down.
I'm sending an emergency signal to the Republic. We need a science expert down here. If Taboro's telling the truth about Isotope 5, we're still stranded, and that Hutt's going to slaughter us all. Hurry to Tarlum and stop his droid.
Well, now we know that we have an issue with fueling for the Ark, so we're going to have to take care of that sometime soon.